Okay, so far price looks like it opened in the middle of the range between 900s and 800s. Now let's see if at the cash market open a breakout to the upside happens and then found resistance here and then sells back down. Otherwise it could be the opposite, just momentum to the downside and initial support here at 800s. This pattern is a neutral reversal pattern, which means that price opens in the middle of the range between, like in this case, 11,900, in today's case 800 to 900, and that means there is an indecision of the price, where will it go, and that means probably is a reversal, so the trading should be recommended up here or up there, or to try to catch the momentum trade to the downside and then try to catch the reverse here. So we'll see how this play out. Okay, so we had initial selling to the downside. Let's see if this resistance will hold and then at today's open price move aggressively downside. Otherwise we'll just go back up to test pivot point at 9 and 888. So we'll see. So this resistance held finally and price breaking to the downside. Let's see how it will react at 800s, and then if this momentum continues it will go possibly even lower, otherwise we'll just reverse back above. So price spiked down with volume spike above 500s and now reversed back. That's why this is what I call neutral reversal pattern, because it opens in the middle of two intraday psychological levels, 900s in this case and 800s, and then needs to go either way in order to find better risk reward than trade the breakout momentum in the middle. So it will be judged better in 800s or 900s either. So let's see how this will play out, or it could just consolidate until the first hour and then accelerate momentum. Okay, so look like price held its initial resistance here at day's open price and an European cash open price. Then initially rebounded here at 50s, but now accelerated. So let's see it here, which is the gap from a few days ago, and let's see it at 800s as well. Again, I said this is kind of a reversal pattern, neutral reversal pattern, which means that's why it's openly sold off and did sold off straight away like yesterday. There is euro strength across the board. Euro dollar is rallying from 108.25 to 109 now. So this level is yesterday's support level late in the day, and it's the gap to a few days earlier this month, and if price breaks it down here, then it could accelerate to the downside and then even break down this 800s, but it will be judged here, I suppose. So let's see this in perspective from yesterday's session. All this area here, it was a support area for yesterday. Now if this support breaks down, which looks it did, and becomes resistance, then it's more likely to go more downside below 800s DAX. So let's see how it will behave here yesterday low as well, and then we'll judge accordingly. But again, this pattern is a reversal pattern, so we could expect a reversal and then a continuation to the downside. Okay, so we had a previous day's low retest, broke it down, then broke straight down 800s and kind of found support here at 90s. Let's see now if this was a very good support for intraday swing. A good long will be against 90s. So let's see if this goes back up to 50s, and then more downside to come. Otherwise, we're just gonna be a range day. So here we have the daily chart and what happened in last week, because we have a very big up day, then 2 days down, big up day with higher high, 2 days down, big up day with higher high, then resistance here at 11,000. And if you check the yesterday's upload video, I was telling that if this low of 700s breaks to the downside, then it more likely to go more down to 500s or even 400s, and then a big value around here. So now we'll see how this play out. Otherwise, can just find support here at 750s, let's say, and then goes back up to for even higher price than 11,000. So it's very important to look for the daily charts, because when this daily levels breaks to the downside, then it is very good opportunity for intraday trading, because there is a lot of momentum upon this breakdown or breakouts. So we can see now this support held at 800s. Let's see now if there is a rebound here until 50s, let's say, and then we'll see how this will play out. So price actually reversed the whole move here. Let's see the reason for this one, not really sure, but it did hold support here at gap high of previous session. Let's see now if this resistance here at 74 will hold, and this will just move to the downside. Otherwise, it's gonna break out very aggressively to the upside. I'm not really sure why this happened right now, but we'll find out in a minute or so, I think. So you can see here, flash move to the upside with volume spike above 500s on the minute chart. That means that a lot of orders be triggered. Could be either short trades which got stopped out, or just limit short orders. So let's see now if this plays out. Okay, so price spiked again above this level with volume spike as well, and found resistance here at pivot point with volume spike and at yesterday's initial balance low level and at 900s, close to 900s. Let's see now if this is a very good short opportunity. Otherwise, price, as I said before, will just broke aggressively to the upside. There is no fundamental reason for this one. Okay, so it seems pivot point was very good short opportunity, volume spike as well. Now price initially held above initial balance high in European cash open price. Now breaking down days open price. Let's see if this, as I was saying earlier, is gonna be a range day, and if we have a breakout or a breakdown, it's gonna be a very good one, I suppose. So seemed the price held support with a higher low here at today's open price. This is the opposite than yesterday's explanation. The more time the price holds above this equilibrium line and initial balance high, the more upside it will have. So let's see now from 900s, if it goes up, let's say to 970s, which on the 5 minute there is a very big up move with initial resistance at pivot point and pullback, then support here at day's open price and initial balance high, then broke the initial balance of the second of the month, and now let's see if this can go up to R1, let's say. And then 11,000 is again let's say it seems too far at the moment, but the price has a bit of momentum. Euro dollar reversions tanked down and probably could go down to 108, but again this could be a failed move because it entered yesterday's initial balance zone, which this is the initial balance low. So it looks like very big momentum. Let's see it here at 927s. Otherwise, it could go just 11,000. Who knows? but probably that opportunity was the best long opportunity. Then the retest to the low, then here the higher low, and then a very big volume to the upside. So this is why I was telling earlier, this is I call a neutral reversal pattern, because price has indecision during the morning which way it will go. And as I was explaining earlier, when the first minutes of cash market open, price could go either up and sells down, or down and find support and sells up. So in this case the second happened, found support here at 800, but then this one is very big volume rally. So let's see if this could be sustained, or if this was just a fake out of 900s and then will go back in the initial balance of the day. So this is the kind of pattern I was explaining, neutral reversal pattern with resistance. So price consolidated in tight range, then sold off, then found support here at 800s, then rallied back above, and as I was typing, this spike happened. So price actually held support here at 900. If this holds, then it could be a sustained move to the upside. So let's reevaluate the trading situation here. We had a neutral reversal pattern in the morning, then resistance held here at day's open price and European cash open price. Price sold down to 800s, held this initially at 90s, then broke out 800s and held this here, then rallied back above, held this at this gap low, and then spiked up to initial balance high in day's open price. Initially held the resistance here at pivot point, then made a series of higher lows here with support at day's open price, then rallied back above 900s, broke it out, held this support here, support here at 900. So as I was explaining a little bit earlier, if this 900 holds, then the move down could be sustainable, but now drag it due to speak in a few minutes time. So let's see if this kind of favorable exaggeration of upside goes, because market kind of price in a more quantitative comments from Draghi, which otherwise if he's dovish, then this thing will just go back down. So Draghi due to speak in a couple of minutes time. Let's see what he's gonna say and if this is gonna affect the market. So here is the daily chart. You can see 1 day up, 2 days down, 1 day up, 2 days down, then 1 day up, resistance here at 11,000, 2 days down, and today looks at the moment to be up. If this finds any resistance here, then will be a very good short opportunity again. But at the moment looks very, very bullish. So it could be the most probable scenarios to go above 11,000. So if Draghi says nothing and disappoints the market, then this could go down initially to 900s. Otherwise, support can hold here and then more upside. Actually, I'm actually short against 927s for a possible pull to the downside at 900s. Let's see how this will play out. These are the targets. I'm leaving the third target for a very steeper pullback here to 88. So let's see how this will play out. So it looks like price held resistance here at 927. Let's see if I will get filled in the first two targets, then just move stop to scratch. So I got filled in the first target and then closed manually the second. Let's see if this resistance proves to be real and go more downside, or let's see if this will go back up. Close the short and open a long against let's say 20s for possible move a retest of the highs. So shorted again against 27s. Let's see now if price goes down to 900s. Okay, so price just traded with support choppily here at 927s. Now kind of failed here at 60s, fake out, and now held the resistance below 50s, and now looks like it's gonna go downwards, but better stay and wait for the US cash market open, and then we'll see if price goes up to 11,000 and then sells back down. But at the moment it's an uptrend day. Okay, so a few minutes to US cash market open. Let's see if price goes down to pivot point and hold support here at 900s and then a continuation of the rally, or probably could go up and retest the highs and fail there, find resistance here and then go back down. But I mean, the biggest move of this trading session happened during the European session, so now let's see it during the US session. So actually bought here the initial mini sell of against 900s. Let's see if this trade will develop and we'll have support here and then more upside. Otherwise I will just get stopped out and then we'll be judged above. So here are my two targets for this trade. First two targets very close to the entry. The rest one is for the trade to hold, probably if it goes up to the highs, let's say. Okay, so have both targets filled. Let's see if this support here will hold back above the highs of the day or 50s level. Okay, so I set my stop to scratch. Let's see now if this is a trade to hold, and probably I will manage the manual trade trailing the stop. Otherwise it will be judged here at this level and at this level as well. Okay, so I closed the long position and I opened a short position at 20s. Again, this 27s. Now price could go very low, much lower, but depends. It's inverse correlation with euro dollar as well. At the moment, price held support at 90s, found resistance at 27s, pulled back and held support here at the US cash open price. If this level breaks to the downside, then 900 break to the downside, we can have a really nice move down and possibly lower, but then it will be judged again here at the initial balance high of the day. Okay, so I bought here at 24.50s for the breakout. Let's see now if this support here and with higher low breaks to the upside. And I would like to hold the rest of the position here until resistance one pivot point. Okay, so it held support here at 900s. Now the general trend of the day continues here. Always go with the trend. A small pullback here and support at 900s. Now let's see if this could be a sustained move to break out the highs, then resistance one, and then go up to 11,000. This could sound very optimistic, but at the moment euro dollar is selling off, so this could be supportive for the index. Okay, so here it is some, let's say, in comparison with this kind of momentum. This is a sharp pullback, again in comparison with this kind of until the US open. So here's the key. If something like this happens and it looks like it's gonna go down aggressively, and this fails to go down aggressively finally, then there is gonna be a continuation to the upside. Otherwise, just gonna go down. Okay, so price pulled back here and I enter a long against this 927s. Let's see if SPY is correlation with this as well, and now we can expect a move to the upside. Yeah, it seems it's gonna go, and let's see if this move can be sustainable in order to go up to resistance 1 or even more high or even higher at the 11,000 level. So first target filled, let's see now about the second. Otherwise I'm just gonna close it manually.
Order
I closed manually the second target. Let's see now if we can hold this trade for possible move up to 11,000. Otherwise I will just manually trail the stop behind the above 30s, let's say. I just brought a chart of SPY here, the ETF for S&P 500, so we can see a smaller pullback here in DAX and a one time frame pullback here at SPY. So if SPY now goes up above this line and 250s, then DAX is gonna help DAX because of correlation to go even higher. So we can have a good probability if previous high breaks out to go for the price to go up here or even higher at 11,000. So SPY is still selling sets off. This is kind of liquidation trade, which means that somebody is booking profits because it's just going straight down with no any pullbacks or reversals. But this is not the case for DAX. So if SPY finds supports, again DAX is gonna hold this level and go higher. So I close the position again. I don't like this price action on SPY. Looks like it could go very aggressively downside. So we'll see. Or otherwise it could be just a range session. But SPY looks like it went from 211 to 210 like in a few minutes. So actually open a short position here against 30s because if this is kind of sell off, then pullback, then resistance and then more downside, then I would like to take advantage of this, which looks like it is. So let's see if SPY breaks down to 210. That will be very good, aggressive. Both targets filled. Let's put the other target more down and let's leave this trade to unfold. But then we'll be judged at pivot point here, 900's initial intraday psychological level here, initial balance high, a lot of levels to break. Wow, that was very steep. As I was telling earlier, if DAX is gonna catch correlation with SPY and SPY breaks down 210s, that was very aggressive move to the downside. Let's see now if this goes even further down or if it's just gonna reverse and find resistance here at 900s. This is kind of like yesterday's session, which had the initial rally, then price failed and then aggressively to the downside. So this kind of aggressive downside moves is because mainly tomorrow is NFP, non-farm payrolls day, and we have very big liquidations from probably institutions or big traders. So yeah, let's take out the most of it. So I would like to see, probably now we'll rally back above because it entered the initial balance of the day and found a kind of support here, but that was very steep. If it's gonna continue, it's gonna hold resistance either here or here, then more downside. So I'm just willing to hold the position until, let's say, 800s. So more pressure to the downside, it seems. Let's see this into intraday perspective. Now price failed to hold above 900s, took its time though. Then I just sorted here because of this kind of formation I was explaining earlier. Now SPY broke down 210. If price can hold below this level, which is 875, which is the initial balance high level, then it will probably move more downside, but then it needs to take its time though. I'm not sure, so this probably could be a risk-off event due to tomorrow's non-farm payrolls, which some expect that they can come, if they come above expectations or in a good number according to expectations, then it could be a rate hike in December even higher probabilities for this. So we have a risk-off environment now. SPY just tanking now close to 950, so DAX will follow as well, hopefully. So this was a very good trade, which I like because I like momentum. So I shorted just up here, 64 points, and I'm willing to buy it back here at 800. Okay, so let's see if this initial support at 50 is hold and then we double bottom here and we'll move higher, or if this is gonna just break down as well and then we'll judge at this level. Okay, so I closed here the position because of my methodology, and let's see now if this is gonna pull back. So very good advantage of here until there for the last lot. So as I was describing earlier, price broke down here, found support here, and now constantly fails at 67, 70s, let's say. This could be a good short for a continuation leg to down to 800s. I didn't short it though, to be honest. But let's see how price will plays out. Let's put this into perspective. So this is the initial balance of zone of the day. Price tried to move up but then failed right here and then moved back down aggressively. Now is building value inside this area, but again this is the kind of the point of control zone. This is a low and this could be a higher low, so price could go even higher, but this could prove not to be the case and go lower. But at the moment, according to my methodology, this could be a very good long opportunity. Looks like it is hard and tough and sold off aggressively, but I will see if I will try to buy it back here at 50s. Okay, so price rallied back above as expected here to support of 850s. Let's see now if this resistance at pivot point and at initial balance of the second of this month, initial balance high of the second of this month, which was very important level, holds, and then probably DAX will move more downside, otherwise it will just break out 900s. Okay, so that what I was saying earlier about this kind of second higher low after this move could be a good opportunity against 850s for 50 points move, which I didn't trade it. Now DAX found resistance at 900s, so let's see tomorrow at the FP announcement. I will try to capture how to trade this video. So yeah, that's it for today. Thanks for watching.